Allegiance, I'd like to ask, who did we ask last time? Trustee Bishke, would you mind? Thank you on this Veterans Day.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Next item is the approval of minutes of the October 28th, 2025 meeting. Any questions, comments?
So move.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the approval of expenditures for $6,312,384.96.
Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel is absent. Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishke?
Aye.
Trustee LaRosa?
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you. Now for a little fun. Presentations. This is always a nice time, especially now that it's gotten kind of cold and a little snowy out there. But it's a good time to talk about landscaping. So if you please come forward. So we have a presentation of our 2025 Landscape Awards. And I'll let you go ahead and you make the presentation. So
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
good evening.
So tonight we are proud to recognize local properties that have gone above and beyond to improve their sites and keep Schaumburg looking its best. We will begin with the Most Improved Award, recognizing properties that have made significant enhancements to their sites throughout the design and beautiful landscaping. I would like to invite Mr. Craig Coxey. He's from Northwest Community Healthcare. And Most Improved Commercial Award is going to Northwest Community Healthcare.
Come on up. Come up here. So,
Thank you.
okay. So proceed.
Construction of Northwest Community Healthcare new facility includes extensive landscaping for the entire site. Native plants are used throughout, and the planting palettes is composed of diverse texture and colors of year-round interest. The property has 2 rain gardens within the west parking lot to manage runoff on site and provide additional benefits for the village flood control infrastructure and stream system health. Mr. Craig, thank you very much for all your help and support.
Okay. Someone who's taking pictures?
Cassandra's on.
Oh, okay. Hang on one second. We got to get a picture of this. So you got a rain garden, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. All right. I live just short distance away, and so I go past there all the time. So I know you've done a wonderful job on it. So let's get your picture here. Why don't we get? Yeah.
That will be better.
Sure. Okay. There you go. Perfect.
No.
No, that's quite all right. Go ahead.
Not us, it's them.
Yeah. Right.
Hide behind.
Thank you.
Okay. Don't go away. Okay.
Yeah, we have some more.
Okay, yes, got some more. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your award. Okay.
Next is PGA Superstore. Export. Anyone from? Okay.
Yes, here we go.
Perfect. Ms. Angela, thank you very much for coming over here. The addition of 2 new business, Chipotle and Aspen Dental Xfinity, in the former parking lot include new landscaping, which is thoughtfully arranged with the diverse mix of suburban parels. Thank you very much. Yeah. Do we need to go there again?
Yeah, let's stand up there, if you don't mind.
Next is most improved residential planned unit development, the Queen Apartments. Thank you. Queen Apartment developed this former office site to include ample shared outdoor space as amenities for its residents. A private park with walking paths is located at the front of the development, while 3 large country yard and the front entrance drive all include extensive landscaping. Award is going to the Queen Apartments, and William Frail is there. That's right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the Quinn, located up there in Algonquin, has clearly done a fabulous job of landscaping up there, so very good. We do appreciate, it's all, how long you been open?
Almost 3 years now.
Really? Okay, I was going to say 2, but okay. So, all right. Yeah, so very good job. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we recognize the best maintained properties. Sites that demonstrate consistent care and attention to detail year after year. These properties feature well-kept plant beds, manicured turfs, and diverse palette of plant material that acquire dedicated upkeep. Best maintained commercial award is going to Barrington Orthopedic.
This the property located on Gulf Road?
Higgins.
Or Higgins, I'm sorry.
Higgins.
Right, on Higgins, yeah. Okay,
Next is
all right.
Best Maintained Retail Award is going to Diamonds Direct.
Okay.
And Mr. Agar Sak is there to take the award. Thank you.
Okay, great location. Very visible. Everybody will see what you've done, and so that's important, and maintaining that. And of course, it's a very nice store, so thank you.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
And best maintained plant unit development is North 680 PUD. Mr. Augustus Kalati is there to take the award. Thank you very much.
And-
Thanks a lot.
Located on Algonquin Road?
Yes.
Yeah, just a little west of the Quinns, right?
We're neighbors.
Right, yes, your neighbors, okay. Competition here, all right. Although slightly different developments, but competition is great, so. Right. And you've only been open now, you've been probably 4 years then maybe, right? If they're 3, you're probably, oh, more than that?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
That was the first one.
Okay.
Finally, the Best Natural Landscaping Award honors properties that incorporate native plants and natural features to create beautiful, sustainable space that also support local ecology. And award is going to Laurie Children's Hospital.
Right, someone here? Had the opportunity to go to the opening for that, and they certainly have done a fabulous job, and the building is just a gorgeous state-of-the-art facility for the needy children that are in desperate need for assistance. So, great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to deviate just a little bit. So, talking about 8 years. So I had the opportunity to go to Woodfield Mall along with fellow board members here for Garrett's Popcorn in Woodfield. Anybody's guess on how long? 10 years. It's like, wow, 10 years. Just amazing. So Anyway, doing very well. Thank you very much for presenting that. Appreciate that. Okay, we're going to move on the agenda. We have a consent agenda here. It'll be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion to approve. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 8, Engineering and Public Works Committee. A, the motion would be to approve the request to accept the subject improvements and direct staff to obtain a bill of sale from Lurie's Children's Hospital at no cost to the village and approve the required resolution. B, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute change order number 1 for the design of a new village hall facility with Williams Architects of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $601,500 and approve the required resolution. C, the motion would be to authorize participation in the Choice Partners Cooperative Contract and award the Prairie Center for the Arts Lecture Hall and PEG Studio updates to Bear Construction Company of Rolling Meadows, Illinois, in the amount of $240,547.45. D, the motion would be to award the bid for the 2222 Hammond Drive demolition project to American Demolition Corporation of Carroll Stream, Illinois, in the amount of $578,360. E, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive improvement project from Wise Road to Weathersfield Way, local agency agreement for federal participation, and approve the required resolution. F, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive improvement project from Wise Road to Weathersfield Way, Phase 3 construction administration with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $1,503,480 and approve the required resolution. G, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive improvement project from Weathersfield Way to Schaumburg Road, local agency agreement for federal participation, and approve the required resolution. H, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive improvement project from Weathersfield Way to Schaumburg Road, Phase 3 construction administration with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $446,572 and approve the required resolution. I, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive improvement project from Schaumburg Road to Bodie Road, local agency agreement for federal participation, and approve the required resolution. J, the motion would be to authorize the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive improvement project from Schaumburg Road to Bodie Road, Phase 3 construction administration with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $542,832 and approve the required resolution. 9, Health and Human Services Committee. A, the motion would be to approve the 2025 Landscape Award recipients, Northwest Community Healthcare, PGA Superstore Export, the Quinn Apartments, Barrington Orthopedic, Diamonds Direct, North 680 PUD, and Lurie Children's Hospital. 10, traffic agreements. A, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute the traffic agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and ARG BBS SCH IL001 LLC, Gulf Road Center, located at 905 to 915 East Gulf Road. B, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute the traffic agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and Heidner Property Management, Inc., Wiseway Village, located at 1710 to 1770 Wise Road. C, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute the traffic agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and Heidner Property Management, Inc., Weathersfield Village, located at 600 to 670 South Roselle Road, 7 to 15 Weathersfield Way. 11, resolutions. A, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-063, approving and authorizing the execution of a second amendment to the employment agreement for the position of village manager. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-064, accepting the public water main at Lurie Children's Hospital Outpatient Center located at 1895 Arbor Glen Boulevard. C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-065, authorizing the village manager to execute change order number 1 for the design of the new village hall facility with Williams Architects. D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-066, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Wise Road to Weathersfield Way, local agency agreement for federal participation. E, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-067, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Wise Road to Weathersfield Way, Phase 3 Construction Administration with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. F, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-068, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Weathersfield Way to Schaumburg Road, local agency agreement for federal participation. G, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-069, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Weathersfield Way to Schaumburg Road, Phase 3 Construction Administration with Civil Tech Engineering. H, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-070, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Schaumburg Road to Bodie Road, local agency agreement for federal participation. I, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-25-071, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the Braintree Drive Improvement Project from Schaumburg Road to Bodie Road, Phase 3 Construction Administration with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. This concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you. Look for motion to approve the consent agenda as read.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel is absent. Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bischke.
Aye.
Trustee LaRosa.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much. Committee reports, we have none listed for this evening. Comments from the public. It's an opportunity to come before the village board, to discuss items that are pertinent towards the village board. Please give us your name, address for the record, and try and keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, trustees, department heads, and to the gallery. My name is Frank Mucci, one time a very, very proud member of the Schaumburg Medical Reserve Corps, which has recently been disbanded. And I'd like the minutes to reflect that the mayor and I, we met some time ago, and it was probably one of the most professional meetings I've had, like, in my entire career. He listened very attentively, asked good questions, and I think I gave good answers. So tonight, I am here to ask permission to do that same presentation to the very committee that disbanded us. So I'm asking permission to be on that agenda.
Whose committee?
Public
Public safety.
Public safety.
Public
It's mine.
safety.
It's mine, yeah.
Okay. That's up to you. I heard, as you say, we had a great conversation. I think it was about a week and a half ago, maybe 2. And I was doing some additional research into it. As you're probably aware, I'm not here. I think I mentioned I'm not here every day. So, and I was out last week. Excuse me. So, you know, I mean, I guess we can do that. Not sure it's necessary. I've got all the information. I have passed some of that on. So, I guess it's a pleasure of the board if you want to, or if you want to just let me finish doing what I'm doing and see what is there, and then go from there.
Why don't we wait and do that, and then if you feel it should
Okay.
go back, then you can
Okay.
send it
So let
back
me
to us.
finish what I'm looking at and talking about, and then we'll go from there. Okay? I'll be back in touch with you.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Anyone else? All right. Moving on. Council report.
Nothing except the need we have to go into closed session to discuss pending litigation, and we will not be reconvening and taking any action. So when we adjourn the closed session, the meeting will be adjourned.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. President's report. I have actually a couple items. The first one has to do with a resignation for the Blood Program Committee. Janet Lum has resigned effective today. And I look for a motion to concur with that recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. There will be, I believe, a couple of appointments to committees coming up at the next meeting. I did have the opportunity to go to a veterans event this morning, as did a number of you, at the Clock Tower at Town Square. Always a good event. Always seems to be cold or rainy, so, but it's not a very long event, and it's for a very worthwhile cause. Our fire department does such a phenomenal job, and so does our police department in doing the posting of the colors. The veterans themselves, the VFW, they run the show there and do just a great job, and it's very touching for what's done there. So thank you to all that are involved. I know some staff from the Prairie Center have to get there early to set up the microphones and do some other preparation, and again, kind of a cold morning to be doing that, but thank you, very good job. I received a letter from the Village of Arlington Heights, and this is to our police department, indicating it was basically it's a thank you for an officer, Tomas Duda, who helped the Village of Arlington Heights. They were participating in an event and needed some outside assistance from other organizations, from other communities, and we basically loaned our officer over there to help in that event, and they were very thankful for that, that we could spare him during that time period. So the mayor of Arlington Heights, James Tenaglia, sent this letter to us thanking us. So thank you to the police department for that. The other one is village manager and I had an opportunity to go to last week to go to the PGA down in Dallas, Texas. The executive director of the Park District, Tony LaFonere, was receiving a extremely prestigious award that's given out by the PGA as Executive Director of the Year. I mean, out of all the locations throughout the country, he was selected to receive this award for the work that's done over at the Schaumburg, in particular Schaumburg golf course, but also all of what's going on at the Park District that he's responsible for. So Tony's also on the Illinois PGA. Is that correct, I think, right? Yes.
Illinois section, yeah.
The Illinois section, yeah. So had just a phenomenal event. They put on, as you might expect, a great presentation of what we have to offer here. Again, not just the 27-hole golf course, but all the different things they listed there. Had a number of videos of people talking about Tony and about the Park District, and he was supported by family, supported by us representing the village, and of course his own Park District board and a number of other people there. So he had quite a crowd there. So it was good to see. So I was thankful to be able to do that and take care of that. So and that's all I have. Village manager's report.
I have no report.
Okay. Trustee comments and mentions. Thank you for not mentioning my golf game. Okay. Look for a motion to adjourn into executive session in accordance with Section 2, subsection C, 11 of the Open Meetings Act for litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case that the basis for the finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn into executive session. Please call the roll.
Trustee Patel is absent. Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bischke?
Aye.
Trustee LaRosa?
Aye.
Thank you, and reminder, we will not be coming back. So, thank you very much. Stay here with me.